Rigathi Gachagua.
Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua, a name that has dominated discussions among Kenyans these past few weeks, is a man whose political journey so far has been characterized by ambition, resilience, controversy, love and hate in equal measure.
Of the Republic of Kenya.
The 59-year-old was born in Kabiruini village, overlooking the serene slopes of the Aberdares in Nyeri County. He is the eighth born in a family of 9 children, born to Nahashon Gachagua Reriani and Martha Kirigo. Gachagua's educational background was just like every other African child in the post-colonial Kenya. He attended Kabiruini Primary School from 1971 to 1977 before proceeding to Kianyaga High School for his O and A levels, from whence he joined the University of Nairobi, graduating with a degree in political science and literature in 1988. It was here that Gachagua cut his teeth in leadership, serving as the chair of the Nyeri District University Students Association and the University of Nairobi Association of Literature Students. After university, Gachagua pursued a diploma in advanced public administration and then joined the civil service. He worked in the Ministry of Home Affairs and National Heritage before joining the Administration Police Institute in 1990. After graduating, he was posted to the office of the President as a district officer cadet between 1991 and 1992. As a district officer, he served in Kakamega, Ngarua and Laikipia districts. Gachagua gained proximity to the political sphere when he became personal aide to former President Uhuru Kenyatta between 2001 and 2006, a time when former President Daniel Arap Moi was grooming Mr. Kenyatta for presidency. This role gave him a front row seat to power, something that would later fuel his political ambitions. Between 2007 and 2017, Gachagua retreated from civil service and focused on running his businesses. However, he re-emerged in the 2017 general election, winning the Madira parliamentary seat. During his time as a member of parliament, he was not very known outside the central Kenya region, at least not until he became then Deputy President William Ruto's close ally and found himself in President Uhuru Kenyatta's line of fire as the president's brawls with his embattled deputy intensified.
Na mimi nataka niseme, niambie President wetu Uhuru Kenyatta, tafadhali Rais, tunakuomba kwa heshima, umebaki siku 8 kuja hapa Sagana State Lodge na ukuja na makaton, uchukue vitu yako utoke uende. Wachana na sisi. Wachana na sisi. Wewe Rais umeita mkutano pale Kicheha. Ukaita wazee hapo. Ukasema Rigathi Gachagua atajua wewe ni rais wa Kenya. Ukatisha Moses Kuria. Ukatisha Dede Nyoro. Ukatisha Kimani Ichung'wah. Rais, mimi nakuomba. Mimi Rigathi Gachagua nimekusaidia mwaka 20. Wewe nilikutoa kwa baa, nikakuunda mpaka ukakuwa rais. Miaka hii yote nimekusaidia. Wewe umekuja kutuumiza. Umekuja umeniwekelea makesi ya uongo. Umekuja umeninyang'anya pesa yangu. Sasa baada ya kufanya hiyo yote unatisha mimi ati nitajua yeye ni rais wa Kenya. Mimi Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na kuomba nikiwa hapa Nyeri, usiue sisi vile baba yako aliua JM Kariuki.
Gachagua's name came in the limelight when he was bundled into TCI vehicles in the wee morning hours of 23rd July 2021 and dramatically rushed to their Kiambu Road headquarters at breakneck speed for allegations of money laundering, charges that led to his 203 million shillings being forfeited by the state after the High Court deemed it proceeds of corruption. However, later the money would be returned when he finally became the boss in Harambee House Annex. Although Gachagua has positioned himself as the protector of the interest of local farmers and business people, especially in his political backyard, in his 5-year term as a lawmaker, he did not sponsor any bill to empower them. Even in his recent championing of the one man, one vote, one shilling resource allocation formula,
Rigathi Gachagua, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, is a believer and a proponent of one man, one vote, one shilling.
has been in churches and other functions in the Mount Kenya region, never pushing it in either parliament or cabinet, something that his critics term hypocritical and lacking real effect.
Let us be honest with each other, gentlemen and ladies. Tumeshika serikali miaka mbili. Sijasikia wakati tumeingia kwa serikali tukisema sasa tuko na serikali, sio turudi kwa raia tuwachochee one man one vote one kilometer. Twende kwa ofisi ya serikali, we use the powers that we have been bestowed on us by the people of Kenya and the offices we have to make it a reality that one man one vote one shilling.
So mimi ile ninasema mambo ya ugawi ya pesa lazima tuangalie na iletwe kwa bunge, tuijadilie, ndio tutaweza kwenda mbele. Tukiongea kule nje hatusaidii mtu yoyote. Wacha iletwe bunge, tutazungumza.
It was in the run-up to the 2022 general election that Gachagua truly solidified his position as a key player in national politics. Aligning himself with then Deputy President William Ruto, he became one of Ruto's most trusted allies in central Kenya. Known for his abrasive confrontational style, Gachagua spearheaded a campaign that framed President Kenyatta's economic policies as an attack on the Mount Kenya merchant class, the so-called Nyamakima economy.
Tayari watu wameumizwa zaidi, hawezi kuumizwa kuliko hapo. Watu wamefilisika, biashara zimeharibika, watu Nyamakema vitu yao ilichomwa na Matiang'i, alafu naambia rais achukue kiboko, aende akanyoroshe watu ya Nyamakema, watu tayari walinyoroshwa na Matiang'i, wamefilisika, hawana chakula.
He rode on the hustler versus dynasty narrative, casting himself as the son of the freedom fighters, mtoto wa Mau Mau.
Sisi ni watoto wa Mau Mau. Tukikuahidi kitu tutakupatia.
And with this, he aligned himself with the majority peasant voters in the region. His nomination as Ruto's running mate created a sharp division among Mount Kenya region legislators in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, the bigger chunk rallying for then Senator for Tharaka Nithi, Professor Kithure Kindiki.
I probably think we were about 25.
In that room?
Yes. And we stayed there for 72 hours or thereabout. And we got to a place we voted. Kindiki got 21 out of 25.
And Rigathi
got 3. Waiguru got 1.
Who did you vote for?
I think Muturi got 1.
Most of them accused him of dictatorial tendencies, claims that have eventually found their way to the floor of the august house during the motion for his impeachment.
Mambo ya kuuziwa uoga na vitisho, mimi hayo Mwenyezi Mungu alinikomboa. Ukija hapa uambie huyu Jane sababu hajakufuata kwa dance, umuite kagunia atenega konia todo dana biedashi nawe. Tuache kurudi kwa siasa za ukabila. Tuache kuchochea wananchi tukijitafutia makuu, munasikia tukitisho. Mimi sitatishwa na mtu kwenda kuambia watu wa Kameme wanitukane. Nimewaambia hata kesho asubuhi waniamkie. I will continue to tell you the truth as it is.
Despite this, Ruto chose to stick with Gachagua as his running mate, a choice pundits attribute to his deep pockets and his cut-out skill in grassroots mobilization.
A fantastic grassroots mobilizer, a disciplined and tireless political operative. A successful elected politician and business person, a principled politician of tremendous resilience and resolve, a fearless fighter for the right cause, and an indefatigable champion of the betrayed, persecuted, downtrodden, the despised, and the ignored. A living example of a true hustler who rose from the hardships of the aftermath of our freedom struggle to the pinnacle of professional, business, and political success. He is passionate about ordinary people. My friend, I present to you the Kenya Kwanza running mate candidate, my brother and friend, Rigathi Gachagua.
Unajua, hawa wanajua wakati tulikuwa tunapangana pale, tukapangana, nikaita wabunge hawa, nikawaambia sasa nyinyi wabunge, kwa sababu tumepangana vizuri, mimi nataka munitafutie, mnaona tutapangana namna gani, tuwe na deputy wa kunisaidia. Hawa wabunge wakaongea, nikaona wananielekeza kwa vijana. Wakaniambia kijana fulani ni mzuri, kijana fulani ni wa bidii, kijana fulani ni wa namna hii. Lakini mimi niliwaambia hapana, wacha mimi nipangane na huyu Rigiji. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Si ni kweli? Kwa sababu huyu Rigiji ni mtu ya rika yangu, so tunaweza kupangana na yeye ndio tuweze kusongesha mambo mbele. Na niliwaambia hawa, hata kama nimesema sijakubaliana na nyinyi kwa wale vijana mlikuwa mnapendekeza, lakini hata nyinyi hatutawaacha, tutawamenta polepole.
Despite doubts about his capabilities, Gachagua shone during the public debate against Azimio's Martha Karua, showcasing his command of the issues.
The people in power compete with citizens for scarce resources. Where the people in power use their position to advantage themselves to get business unfairly. Where people in power allocate resources to projects where they have an interest.
However, 2 weeks before the election, his political trajectory was jolted when a court ruling forced him to forfeit 203 million shillings from a frozen account, a setback that sent ripples throughout Ruto's camp, as this portrayed him as a political liability. However, with all these hurdles, he still managed to deliver the Mount Kenya vote, taking his place as the second most powerful man in the land.
I, Rigathi Gachagua,
in full realization
of the high calling
I assume as Deputy President
Upon taking the oath of office, Gachagua unleashed terror on his opponents, starting with President Uhuru Kenyatta, whom he accused of killing the economy.
The truth of the matter is that we have inherited a dilapidated economy that is facing almost an economic shutdown. We have a 10 trillion public debt. 6 million Kenyans have no employment. 14 million Kenyans are in CRB. We have a demoralized public service. It is your prayers that will help our president to put up a team and start work from day one to liberate this country economically and put it back to where President Mwai Kibaki left us 10 years ago.
Then followed the media.
These media people, Prime Cabinet Secretary, don't worry about them. These are Azimio people. So you should not be bothered about them. They joined Azimio to run fake opinion polls. They wrote headline after headline that William Ruto stands no chance. They are still in denial. They are still hoping that Raila can push us to bring him into government and then they can join government too. That is why they are glorifying violence and anarchy, because they are part of Azimio.
And this became his style, what he terms the truthful, honest way of approaching issues.
I have reached where I am as Deputy President because I'm a truthful man. I speak the truth. irrespective of the occasion.
It is this honesty of his that has later brought trouble to his doorstep, being accused of sabotaging government from within, publicly airing out issues of national security, and insubordination to the president.
This Honorable House resolves to remove from office, by way of impeachment, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, the current Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya.
Another one of Gachagua's ills that would later haunt him is the likening of the government to a shareholder company, a statement he severally used to mean that government appointments should go to allies of the president and himself.
Sisi lazima tungeangalia nyinyi. Hii serikali ni kampuni na ni ya shares. Si ndio? Ni ya shares. Kuna wenye kampuni, wale wako na shares mingi, kuna wale wako na chache, kuna wale hawana. Sasa nyinyi mliinvest kwa hii kampuni ya William Ruto na Rigathi Gachagua. Sasa lazima mvune. Yule ambaye alipanda atafanya nini? Si mlipanda? Si mliamuka mapema? Mukasema mutaki kusikia mambo ya ile system na nini? Muka-invest, mukapanda, mukapalilia, mukaweka mbolea, mukamwagilia maji, wakati ya kuvuna ndio huu. I am unapologetic to demand and to insist that those who believed in William Ruto and supported him to a man have every right to benefit immensely from his government. I have no apology at all. And if that can bring a problem, so be it.
These remarks created perceptions of favoritism, alienating voters from regions that had not strongly supported Ruto. This also became the first time the president and his deputy seemed to read from different scripts on policy matters.
I want to give you my commitment, and I want to give the leaders of this region my commitment that we are going to work with you to make sure that we work together for the development of all regions of Kenya and make sure that the people of Kenya benefit from their government, from their taxes, and from their resources. Tuko pamoja jameni? Na watu wa Nyanza, mimi nataka niwaeleze, mtu asiwaambie ya kwamba muko nje ya serikali. Hii serikali ni serikali ya Kenya. Nyinyi munalipa ushuru na nyinyi ni wa Kenya. Hii serikali ni serikali yenu. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Na tutahakikisha ya kwamba hakuna sehemu ya Kenya itabaguliwa kwa mambo ya maendeleo kwa misingi ya siasa. Tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba Kenya ni moja, na tutaungana sisi wote kama viongozi ndio Kenya iweze kusonga mbele. It is primitive and backwards for anybody to imagine that any region of Kenya cannot get development on account of how they voted. That is not right, that is not correct, and I want to assure the people of Kenya that we are going to move together as one nation.
Internally, Gachagua faced accusations of bullying politicians junior to him and portrayal of dictatorial behavior, something that encouraged Kenya Kwanza lawmakers to gang up against him.
Tafadhali, kila mtu wako na ruhusa kutembea Kenya mzima. Hakuna mtu anaambiwa usiende hapa. Na pia tunaomba rais na naibu wake pia mtuheshimu. Hatuwezi kukubali mtu anakuja anataka kufinya viongozi wadogo.
We are not dealing with an ordinary matter. We are not dealing with an ordinary man. We are dealing with a black man with a very black heart. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.